Hello everyone, welcome back to Pokemon Crystal, and today's Thursday, so that means we're going to do the bug catching contest. Last time on Pokemon Crystal, we finished our tour of Goldenrod City, and now we're going to be heading out to catch our Syther. Oh, wait. More than one Pokemon, I'll have to use Ghastly. No, because Syther's part normal, I believe. Or is he? Is he? Oh, he's flying, but whatever. I want to use Shore. As this stupid thing comes in, which I hate Vista. I hate Vista. I prefer Windows 7, but I think it has the same thing, but I just hate the controls of that, so I'm not going to trash anything here. So we're going to use Shore here. Or the one Pokemon. You'll have to use Poliwag, the first Pokemon in your party. Is that okay with you? Yes, it is. And then they're going to hold on to my other Pokemon while I compete. Park balls. So we received 20 of those. Rules of the game, really. You get the strongest. You guys get the strongest bug Pokemon. If you do, you win, and you get a Sunstone, which is relatively useless for my playthrough, but it's pretty cool, anyways, to feel like you won a bug catching contest. And so, as we get started here. I don't believe there's a time limit. Is there? Let's see here. You see, there's no time limit. It's just really your 20 park balls. So I'm going to use this opportunity. Actually, you know what? I'll come back here later because there are trainers here too in the regular park. This is National Park, I believe. So what you gotta do is you gotta go around here. There's this cool fountain area too. I mean, this place I think was really well designed. There's tall grass here. I mean, it's really cool. Obviously, if you haven't guessed it yet, it's in the shape of a Pokeball. They created really tall grass in this just so you can see the effects of the two sides. It's really well done, actually. There's some areas in here too where you can catch, or there's areas. I'm gonna come back here later. You get Dig in this area too, I believe. There's several items you can collect, one of them being the Quick Claw, which will probably go on Shore for the time being until we actually get to the point where we can get like a Mystic Water. Yeah, I guess it will. We can get the Mystic Water pretty much as soon as we beat the next gym leader. But no big deal. Not a big deal at all. We'll put a quick Claw on for the third gym leader and for the fourth gym, and then after that we can go get the Mystic Water, boost our surfing abilities. Especially, I mean, everyone's like, well, why don't use the King's Rock? Because the King's Rock actually disappears once we trade it. This is a Butterfree. Butterfree is actually one of my favorite Pokemon. I mean, if you haven't cried in the episode where Ash releases his Butterfree, I feel sorry for you. Of course, when I did that, I was like 8, but still. See, here's Pinsir. Pinsir's, I think actually the top Pokemon you could catch here is, Butterfree. I'm gonna take a quick of my sip of my iced tea here real quick. That's good iced tea. But whatever, Pinsir's a pretty good Pokemon. The top 4 obviously are Butterfree, Beedrill, Syther, and Pinsir. Syther and Pinsir, I believe, being the rarest. And here's Syther. What level is it? 13, not very high, but I'm not looking to win, I'm just looking to catch a Syther, and I think its chances actually increase of you finding it in the contest, if I could just get this Hypnosis off. How are we gonna have Hypnosis troubles? It's getting pumped. Alright, so, use the Hypnosis. It's fast asleep. I think I'm gonna put Fury Cutter on this. Fury Cutter is actually a pretty good attack. A lot of people don't think so, but I do. I believe it's like 25 power, but every time you use it, it gets stronger, up to 6 times. So, I mean, in the 6th time after you use that, I think it's at like 120 base power. I might give it Headbutt too, because it has like Quick Attack on a Syther really isn't that smart, because it's so fast as it is. So I'll probably put Headbutt. It is higher damage, and I could start headbutting trees, even though I don't really need to. It'd be pretty cool to catch a... Why did I do that? It'd be pretty cool to catch a Heracross and change that out for Syther. I've never really used a Heracross on my team, but I'm going to use a Syther because I really like Syther. One of my favorite Pokemon along with Syther, as I've really explained well before. Park balls in this game obviously are gray. I don't understand why, but because they're actually green with like little bugs on them. I like how they I really like how they designed really this entire game, like this, all the mini games in this. They're really well done. The bug catching contest, the only real flaw, like side game, why did I use bubble again, but side game wise, is the fact that you go to the Safari Zone, and there is no Safari Zone, because obviously they could throw a few interesting Pokemon in there. It'd be really cool. Obviously it was the only place you could capture Dratini in the original generation, as we catch our Syther. So we're gonna have to name this. Oh, we don't get to name it? I think we get to name it after. So the way they do the park, except for the new formula they do it, the park contest, or the bug catching contest, better. Oh wait, oops. They do the catching contest better in 4th gen than in this gen, especially because they do like a whole ceremony outside, but in here they just kind of shove everyone into a room. So see, they've chosen the winners. Are you ready? Placing 3rd was Chris, who caught a Syther. So I placed 3rd. Let's see. I got 335. So let's see who beats me. A Venonat. Oh, there's Venonats in here. So Venonat's probably a top tier. I'm okay. Oh, he beat me by 1. Oh, he caught a Syther too. So he probably caught it with like a more. They generate, I think, who catches what and stuff like that. So I get a Goldberry. Not a bad prize, but I would have really liked to walk away with that Sunstone. I might come back here again and try again and just record it real quick if I win for you guys. But give a nickname to Syther. Yes, we're going to name it after our favorite person in the world, Bugsy. Does anyone ever even know if Bugsy's a girl or a boy? But alright, so here we are in National Park anyway. So we got Syther, Bugsy. So Bugsy's asleep, so we're not going to use him for now. We're going to see if we can get Polyshore, if there's trainers in here, some extra experience. So I believe there are, there are trainers in here. There's a lot of bug catchers and all that such. So really not a big deal. There's trainers, there's bug Pokemon galore. There's a few items you can collect. Dig, I forget, there's one other item in here that's in, like, there's an area that you can walk through the fence outside, that you can get outside this little park area. There's nothing special out there besides the items, and then you can get the Quick Claw, obviously. So I'm gonna skip through some of these battles and I'll be right back. Alright, so we're back. I accidentally cut that last recording, so there might be a little audio loop problem in between there. But as you can see, I walked through the fence. It's in the northeast corner. Below me there was a full heal. I accidentally picked that up before I started. I didn't realize I hadn't unpaused it. So as you can see, there's this big area down here. It's kind of sad that they didn't develop it more, in a way, because they could have done so much more stuff out here. They do, obviously, in 4th gen. That's one of the things that 4th gen does really well with this game, is they added the Poke-Athlon place, which I think is so much better than any of the Pokemon contests. I've actually gotten into the Poke-Athlon thing. I wish they made like a meta game for it or something like that. It'd be pretty cool. So you see, here's another full heal. Because like the Poke-Athlon, I mean, there's just so many cool events, and it's fun just to use your Pokemon sprites and do stuff other than just killing each other. I mean, not to be like a pacifist or anything like that, because I do enjoy battling and metagame battling, but it's just different than how fruity, I guess, the contest feels. Because I don't like how the contest kind of feels more about like trying them to, or the Pokemon Company trying to cater to girl players. But the Pokeball Athlon, I mean, it's a little, I mean, you could say it's more catering to guy people, but oh, this chick got a male. But for the most part, it's not catering to anyone. It's just fun. It's a little sporty thing. So as you can see, as we walk around the outside of this Pokeball, because I don't want to. Oh, and in case, just so you guys don't freak out, Polyshore fainted, obviously, but it got double slap, so that's pretty cool. Double slap's okay. It's at least it's something better than just water moves. So let's see here. There's that fountainy looking thing. Then there's this. This is a Persian. It's pretty cool. I actually ran into both a Cubone and a Raichu while I was out there. I did not expect to run into those. I fought Oddishes for a while, and that on the trainers, and then I ran into both a Cubone and a Raichu. And the Raichu is what killed my Poliwag. I think did it kill Stake too? Yeah, it did. Because I used Curse with Stake, thinking I could be cute with it, but that clearly didn't work. So then there's those two guys. They don't have anything of value. So we're gonna go here. I'm gonna go down to the bottom of this route because I actually gotta go heal as well. So I'm gonna do some trainer dodging, and I'll be right back. Alright, so we're back. I actually hit one of the trainers on the way there, so Syther leveled up, but not really a huge deal. It's what the trainer after the two trainers that'll be up next, and he just had like 4 Digletts, something around there. I just quickly embered them to death. I mean, nothing entirely exciting. And so as we get into these trainers, this chick has Vulpix. So after this route, obviously there's not much to do around Goldenrod anymore. So I'm hoping that Stake and Poliwag will be leveled up by then and be or evolved by then. If not, I might do a little bit of training just because I want both of them to be evolved before I get to Whitney, who's the 3rd gym leader. And in fact, the only normal trainer or normal gym leader in existence. She's the only gym leader, or Elite Four for that matter, that uses normal type Pokemon. Wait, is that right? Well, not since 5th. I was thinking through 4th gen, but in 5th gen, as that stupid thing comes up again. In 5th gen, the 2nd gym leader is a normal type trainer as well. And so clearly that has changed, but until 4th gen she was the only one, or until 5th gen she was the only normal trainer. So that's a pretty interesting thing about this game. And Morty is actually the only ghost type gym leader, I believe, too. I think that's right as well. Oh well, no, my bad. In 4th gen they introduce a ghost gym leader. So I've been wrong twice, but oh well. But I mean, there's some interesting gym leaders in this one. I do know for a fact though that damn it, no, that's not right either. I was gonna say that what's her name is the only steel gym leader, the 5th gym leader or 6th gym leader. But I had sticky keys. My bad, because I was spamming shift instead of Z. But clearly she's not the only one, because there's the mining guy. That's the 6th gym leader, I believe, as well in 4th gen. So 3 times in a row I've been wrong. So obviously that shows how little I know my facts down to every slash of the T and dot of the I. But I do know a lot about Pokemon, so I know a lot of the just little tidbitty facts. Just interesting little tidbits. I'm not gonna go into that now as we're fighting See, I can't. It's hard for me to talk and battle at the same time. I just haven't had much experience with it in a while. It's mostly been talking through the room and all that stuff, which is still a disaster, and I have to restart that too because I accidentally cut my game out from the last few episodes that I was gonna make. So I have to go and re-record half the room. But I do have up to a certain point, so it shouldn't be a big deal. But once again, it's like I don't like playing through that game at all. As I said before, as I said in the LP, it's fun the first time. There's certain games, like this game, you can play over and over again, you can change it up, but there's only one way to play the room, and that's by playing through the main storyline. So yeah, it gets boring after your 4th playthrough. So I'm gonna work on that. Oh, right now I'm on Christmas break, which is why I'm able to do a few episodes today. So there'll be more episodes. I might do some episodes tomorrow too. I mean, I'm gonna work hard. I'm gonna try to get through. But how the game picks up actually though, I mean, really for the first first 2 gym leaders, there's a lot of dialogue. There's a lot of going back and forth. There's 2 of the largest routes in the game, and so we have to deal with that. But after this, routes become really short until after the 8th gym, or after the 7th gym leader. So after we go through this route, it's gonna be like you're just gonna notice real quick, like 3rd, 4th, 5th gym leader done, 6th gym leader done, 7th gym leader done, and then there'll be a little break because we have to go through the game's generic cave system. That every game usually has a cave system that you have to go through. That's not the victory road. Some focus on it more than others. Obviously, half of the game is focused around the cave system for Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, as the cave system's a giant mountain that's in the middle of the map. But then there's some that focus very little on the cave system, like 3rd gen. They don't really focus on their cave system very much. There's the one that's in the northwest corner of the map, and then that's really it. There's a couple caves that have little tidbits of storyline in it, but other than that, they don't really do much there. 2nd gen really doesn't do it very much either, and then obviously in 1st gen, there's a few important caves. There's the Mewtwo cave. There's the Seafoam Islands that have Articuno on them. So that's more focused. This game, there's the Ice Cave that doesn't really have anything. There's the Whirl Islands, where we'll be going to eventually, where we're going to catch the Pokemon that will probably replace Politoed on my team, Polyshore. I'll leave Stake out there. This is a long battle too. So that obviously, because if you guys don't understand, there will be some Pokemon that will eventually shift into my team that aren't going to be on the main team that I probably beat the Elite Four with. One of them will be Lugia, because Lugia is just too good to pass up. The other one might probably be Ho-Oh. I might get T-Tar in there, because I really love Tyranitar. Dragonite, who I'm eventually going to get, is probably going to stay on my team. I'm going to shift out probably Syther and Polyshore. I'll leave Syther for the most part, I believe, unless Mewtwo's not in this game, I don't believe, is it? No. I think the caves actually collapsed in this one, or something like that. I think that's their explanation. So, Bugsy will be there, but I'll shift out at least 2 of the Pokemon. I apologize, people. I did not realize that my Bandicam cut on me. I was saying I'm gonna probably use Lugia, Ho-Oh, all that stuff. Might use T-Tar. Probably not going to though. And I'm gonna use both Politoed and the Shiny Gyarados, because I love the Shiny Gyarados. Talking about how I talked about how water Pokemon are relatively good in the metagame, as my brother gets on Skype. How water Pokemon are relatively good in the, well, they're good in the metagame too, but how they're good in the, what is this called, in-game? Oh my god, I'm sorry guys, I keep rolling over that. As they're pretty good in the main game, because they're relatively defensive, most water Pokemon, and the types that are usually really good against them, electric, grass. Grass is usually commonly used, but you can easily counter that with like a fire Pokemon or an ice Pokemon. And most water Pokemon learn ice moves, so grass doesn't present much of a threat. But even though I'm fighting a Pikachu, there's not really many electric type Pokemon that appear in the main game, unless obviously you're fighting like an electric gym, or you're fighting something that has like Mega Punch, or not Mega Punch, Thunder Punch. As I remember that, I'm gonna actually go and get a couple of the punches for Syther, but I'll use Syther. Oh, I went into stats, my bad. Just talking about that, I'm gonna use Red Gyarados. Dragonite is gonna be on my team too, but that'll be on my Elite Four team. And I also talked about how water Pokemon also get relatively good moves for endgame. They get Surf, which is easy to get. Obviously it's an HM, so you never break the disc, because obviously TMs and HMs are discs. So you never run out of Surf teaching moves, and most water Pokemon can learn it, and it's a 95 base power, 100 accuracy move. This is the guy I beat before. Music on the radio changes the moods of wild Pokemon. Let's talk about how there's a way where I think there's certain oh well, obviously the Poke Flute's on the radio in this one, but so there's two or three more trainers left on this route. I can't remember how many. And so I'm gonna end this episode here for the day. I'll maybe make one more or two more episodes today. I want to just roll out some episodes. So I'll see you next time on Pokemon Crystal. We finish off the trainers, and hopefully we'll take down Whitney.